Yo, I just wanted to make this video to recap what I did during the live. I took a few trades today. You know, I ended the day with negative 70 points on the day, and I just want to do a recap about the trades I took and why I took them and what I learned from them and what I could improve for the future. Okay, so the first trade, my first trade that I took was around 10 a.m. This is Central Time, so don't worry about it. Around 10 a.m. So I waited for this for market to decide where to go, and I waited until 10 a.m. to take my first trade ever for the day, right? And as we were selling off, I was watching this zone right here for a break of it and a retest to join a continuation lower. Okay, so why that zone specifically? Show you here. So you look at this chart that I have. This zone is here. This zone is drawn from pre-market low, right? We broke this, came back retest, and is also previous day low and overnight low, right? So before this happened, this zone was marked from pre-market low, previous day low, and overnight low. Okay, so that's why I have the zone there. And let's see on this right here too. What also gave me a confidence of drawing that zone and why I watch it. So on the order flow, we had previously we have aggressive selling here as well, right? At pre-market, and we have more aggressive selling coming through when we're breaking lower. So at this point, at this point I know that we have sellers here, right? And I want to join them. So these sellers got in. So what do they want as sellers? They want price to go lower, right? So at that point, I wanted to follow them. I want to participate in this move down. Okay, so that's my entire trade idea, right? But as you can see, I enter here. Okay, I enter here at 800 level flat right here, and my stop was 20 points, which is right here, and I got stopped right away. Well, not right away, but I was up like 40 points or 30 points or something. Then it came back, stopped me out, right? Come back, stop me out, and then went 150 points without me. Okay, the idea of the trade was good. The location of the trade was good, right? But my stop loss was too tight. Is that hindsight? Could be, but what we can learn from that is that the market today was super volatile, right? You can see here, this is the 1 minute chart, right? Look at these candlestick. Every candlestick, every 1 minute candle is like, look, it's like a 40-point range 1 minute candle. Okay, every 1 minute candle is huge, right? And I decided to keep my original stop, like my regular stops, which is 20 points, 15 to 20 points, on days like today, which is a huge mistake. And look what happened here. So the first lesson of today that I need to learn is that be aware of market volatility and adjust my strategy or my stops according to the volatility. Market is forever changing, and I cannot keep my stops the same as if the condition is always the same. Okay, so that's the first mistake that I made today, and what I can learn from this loss. And watching this was painful. All right, that was the first idea, right? First trade. Now let's talk about the second trade. Second trade was here. Okay, why did I choose to enter here? Let's talk about that first. Okay, if you look at the order flow, okay, so that trade was taken around here. That's the entry of that trade. Okay, so after we dropped 100 points plus down to this move that I just missed, okay, after we just dropped this many points, and we can see right here, insane amount of aggressive selling coming through, right? There's 0 buyers whatsoever. At this point, I just wanted to be in, you know what I mean? So when I first saw a bounce right here, this is the bounce that I was looking at. When I saw the bounce and I saw buying coming in right here, the green bubbles, I mean the blue bubbles, but they failed, right? So just put it into like a longer context. We're selling off, a bunch of sellers are here. The selling stopped, and now they're trying to bounce, and then at the top right here, a buyers came in, right? But why didn't they go higher? Because obviously these selling are defending this, right? You see this? Defending this. So this buyers got stuffed. So that's when I enter my second trade right here around 720 area, which is this trade 720. Okay, and immediately I was up 60 points. Like it was an amazing trade, right? I was up 60 points, but because I got stopped out on this short earlier, right? I missed out 150 points. I wanted to catch relatively the same amount of points. I was being greedy. So, see, I was late to the move. I was able to get a good entry for a continuation, but my target was unrealistic, right? I wanted to see the market just drop forever, right? After being dropped 150 points, I wanted to see another 100-point drop, which is very unlikely. Sure, it could happen, but obviously it didn't happen. So at this point, when I was in this trade, I was up immediately 60 points. I was floating 50 points for like the longest time, and I was up 60 points, and I didn't take any profit. And I let this trade round tripped on me. You can see right here, round trip, break even, right? And after that round trip, I saw wicking. I was like, is it gonna go lower? So I re-enter the same entry, the same price points, and I got stopped out. I put the stop above this wick, and I got stopped out on the wick, and that makes me emotional. And then after this stop, I was like, whoa, we're going down again. So I want to be in again, and I put the stop above this wick, and I got stopped out on the wick again, and then see. So after this second trade, everything was just fuckery. I messed up, right? So what do we learn from here? I lost 70 points on the day, where I should have just been, lose this one only 20 points and this one break even. So I should only be down 20 points, but I ended being down 70 points because of my second mistake, which is being greedy, right? So the lessons for today is that first lesson, aware be aware of market volatility. Okay, that's the first lesson, right? If I had just to put my stop higher because of the volatility is crazy, I would have banked 100 points plus trade and I would call it a day already, right? Nothing would happen. So first lesson, adjust stops and profit targets according to the volatility. Trade the chart, not trade the profits and the points or the dollar amount. Trade the chart. Okay, that's the first lesson. Second lesson, if I missed the move already and I think it can go lower and I got a good entry on something, I should be quick to take my profits. Since I'm already late to the move, why am I looking for another 100 points? You know what I mean? So second lesson is do not be greedy, right? Obviously, that's easy. That's like a go-to for traders. Do not be greedy and understand the location and the time that you enter your trade and manage it accordingly, right? So those are the two lessons that I learned today, and I paid 70 points to learn it, and I hope that I don't make that mistake again. Okay, I think that's all. That was a very good two trades that I took on the live that I saw, and yeah. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you guys have any questions. You can always DM me. So yeah.